challenge over the last few days has been to actually build a crank handle that works, that the computer, the Arduino Teensy, can actually detect how fast you're rotating it, and so turn on the drones and so on. So what we have is one of these little infrared sensors that goes across a chopper wheel there. The chopper wheel, if you remember, I've got a 3D printer, is designed to fit onto this motor and fishing handle crank combination that was in my last video. So I need to be able to turn this and somehow work out how fast it's rotating. So I've 3D printed this, which fits onto the handle. The handle has little grub screws here, so we have to maintain a way of tightening them up. So that will work. And you do these up through the holes here, so we can fit it onto the motor like that, and then do these up. With an Allen key. Okay, so that's the first part. Now we have to get this rather awkwardly shaped part to sit like this, so that the vanes, these prongs, act as choppers, interrupt the light beam. So I 3D printed this structure. It's just my first attempt, and it fits onto the motor like that and holds it in this position here. Don't know if you can see this, but I'll bring it up close. So here's the board, here's the chopper wheel, and there's the infrared sensor. So as you can see, if I turn it there, that should give me a way of measuring the rotation speed. I can vary the actual resistance to cranking the handle by basically shorting out the motor here if I want to. I've got some more experiments planned for that with different motors, but for now I'm just trying to get the input right to the computer. So I've set the phone up as I did in my previous video using Fluid Synth. I've got my crank handle here with the sensor set up. I've got my partly dismantled Digi-Gurdy here. So let's see what happens when we start cranking away. There we go. What about the trompette? See, my technique is slightly better than before. So the point is, we've got the trompette, we've got the drones, we've got the open melody string. We can play the melody on the back of this, and I can actually in software change the relative volume of all those components. So basically the whole thing works in principle. I need to redesign this part, but you can see how it might fit onto the end here to form a proper hurdy-gurdy simulator complete with crank. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and that's the main point of this latest update, that you know, we've got the functionality now, so the next thing is to just design it into the overall theme of the device.